Hello. All right. So I'm actually going to wait for a couple more people to join before I actually get started. Hello. Hi. All right, I might as well get started. All right, so today I'm going to be cooking the red lobster chicken, the cheddar bake mix, a biscuit mix. I swear to God, my head sometimes does not try to form words very well. All right, I already have the oven preheated. I'm gonna swap it to. There we go. All right, so I need the cheese and the butter from the fridge. I will need this. Okay. Cheese and extra butter. Butter and cheese. Perfect. Okay. Now, water, cheese, and biscuit mix. Okay. Do not overmix. Okay. So overmixing is bad with this. Okay, check. Thank you. And 3/4 of a cup of water. Water. This hurts the mix itself because I don't want to do this in a specific way. Alright. And open the mix. One mix. It says a half a cup of cheese, but my family is a cheese family, so I'm just gonna shove some cheese in there and work it. Gosh, it's really loud. Probably should be mixing this with my hands. Why not what? they're thin. I'm confused. Aha, this is gonna feel so fucking weird. Okay, well, we're just gonna... Oh, I said I'm not gonna add the half a cup of cheese that they tell me to. I'm gonna add more cheese than that. Because my family is a cheese family. So I'm gonna add more cheese than it wants me to. Ah ha ha, so sticky. I think it needs more water. I don't think that's dough, I think that's goo. Ah! I'm just gonna, yeah. Add a bit more water. It says not to overmix, but I don't exactly know what that means. Because I've never made a biscuit before. I've only ever made muffins and cupcakes, so I'm not entirely sure what overmixing a biscuit is. So we're just gonna take a guess. And say that I feel like I'm making pancake mix more than I'm making biscuit mix. Except, adding cheese instead of flour and eggs. I also think I put too much water in here. Well, that's good. Alright. The good thing that yeah, perhaps not, but I think that I made it too liquidy, so I'm gonna. Good thing I have a second box. Oops. We're just gonna make both boxes. That's the way I'm gonna do it. Where is scissors are behind me. No, they're not. Oh, they're in here. On the other box. Me trying not to cut myself. Okay. We're just gonna. Yeah, I definitely added too much water. Because as soon as I put the other one in and started mixing, this is what I got. Which is actual dough, sort of. a bit sticky though, if I'm honest. That's okay. Called making it up as I go. My hand is now a complete mess. Not that I really am surprised about that, if I'm honest. Get off of my hands. At least for a little bit, please. Yeah. There we go. I mean, fair, but still. All right. Let's add the rest of this garlic with this in there. Alright, I think... No, it's too sticky. I'm wondering if I should just... I don't know what to do. Other than put more liquid in here, but then I'd ruin it because I kind of already ruined it in the first place, and I don't want to ruin another box full. So I'm at a bypass because I don't know what to do, and I'm not sure if this is. I don't think this is the right consistency. Because it's slightly doughy, but at the same time it's really sticky, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. I mean, yeah. If I'm honest, I'm more worried about it not coming out right more than anything else. Because it's really sticky, and I'm worried that that's not... Because, look, this is what I'm getting when I'm trying to shape it. Well, I don't think that's right. Tiny bit more water. Okay, yeah, let's try that. We're gonna wash my hands for a second here. Okay. we're going to try and see if this works. If it does not, I'm probably just going to give off. Because I don't think it's going to work out. Because it tells me not to overmix it, and I think I've already overmixed it, so. Well, that's better. Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure if this is the right consistency anyway. Because while it's more doughy, it's still pretty sticky. Which means that I might just have to put flour on my hands in order to make it work. So I'm going to try that. And we shall see if that works. Pardon my now grotesque looking hands. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of flour on my hands and see if that works out. And it's just sticky, which means that I most likely just have to put some flour into it. Because flour usually helps with stickiness. And open the cord. Whew. I was so close to tripping and falling face first. Jeez, that would have been bad. Opening up the flour. I did! Floury hands, go! Yeah, okay, that's a no-go. I went to try and failed. I could use a muffin tin. I'm not entirely sure if that'll work. But I guess I can. You gotta give me another second, please. I really gotta stop putting the dough on my hands. Because all I'm doing is literally just wasting dough at this point. I'm not sure about the ice cream scoop, considering I don't have one that's actually that good, so I probably won't use an ice cream scoop, but I might use a cup thing. I can never remember what it's called. That would be great, please and thank you. You want to spray this? It has been sprayed. Pardon me. I slightly have the hiccups. And plop. I'm not entirely sure how these are supposed to be. So we're gonna have to figure this out. Keep you up there. Thank you. So we're just gonna shove some dough in some places. Yeah, I suppose that works. Try and get every little bit out of here. All right. We are going to unplug my computer for a few seconds. Well, the oven and shove these in. And then what we're gonna do is hope and pray that they at least come out somewhat decently. Alright. Turn my computer towards there. And we need to set time. I'm an idiot who almost forgot the timer. Alright. It says 14, 15. So about 15 minutes now. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to hope and pray that this comes out okay. While those are baking, I'm also going to make the other bit, as well as cook something to go with it. So, we are going to wipe the flour off the finger. Then we are going to put some butter and the garlic herb mix that goes with it into here. So I need a spoon. Rotate. Butter. Now it says a fourth of a cup of butter, but I don't think, first off, that, well, I'll be honest, since I'm making both, I'm probably going to put a little bit more. Yeah, that's... You probably said that after, like, right before I said that, huh? Get off of the spoon. Thank you. I'm going to put about that much in there and hope that's okay. Stick it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. While that's in the microwave, I am going to start picking up my thing first. Oops. That's right, okay. I'll keep the spoon there, I'll keep that there. Yep. This will go over here. This will go back in the fridge. Take it out and sit. So make sure that all the butter is melted and that it's all good. And it's all wonderful. After we make sure that all the butter is melted, we put in the herb mix. Herb mix. We need to cut. I always keep forgetting that I put the scissors where they don't belong, on top of the box. Get the herb mix in there. Put it up there. I'll be honest, I probably should have waited to do this when it got closer to the times that the actual biscuits got taken out of the oven, but I'm ahead of things. I'll probably have to melt it when I take it back out. When it comes time for that. However, that should be good enough for now. And now we are going to start the other part part, I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to make, but I came up with something I want to say about an hour before I wanted to do this live. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slight taco mix, except instead of putting it in any tortilla or do any of that, I am going to put it on top of rice. So it's going to be my my personal taco mix along with rice and the biscuits. So that is the plan. So that this does not move. Alright. Now, I'm going to turn you guys for a second and put in the meat. On the stove so that can start cooking while I'm cutting up everything else. And flip it back to the camera. Really? Jets now. Alright, we're gonna start with what I normally put in my taco mix, and then we're probably gonna no. Well, we are gonna add one thing that I don't usually put in my taco mix, but I'm going to be putting in because I feel like it works better with what I'm doing. So what I normally do is I have the roast, the beef, and then I add some Black Forest ham. And I understand that these are pre-made and pre-cut, but I'm going to use them anyway. Turkey breast. And then what I normally put in is mushrooms, but I don't have any mushrooms currently because the ones that I did have I noticed were brown and kind of bad, so I had to throw them out. But I normally put mushrooms in there, onions and green onions because I like variety of onions. That and one makes it look pretty, the other one's for taste. The other things that I'm going to be putting in, one of the things that I normally put in is corn. And then this is not normally what I put in, but I decided to put it in today because I wanted to try it out. Peas and carrots. So I'm going to have all of that in there along with the seasonings that I'm going to tell you when I get to them. So I'm going to start cutting up the ham and the turkey and put those in first. And then go from there. And with the ham and turkey, because they're already pre-cut, all I normally do is cut them into strips and then into cubes because it's a whole lot easier to cook with them that way. So I normally just slice them up lengthwise and then put them in and then cube them. So hey. So we're just gonna work out mixing this a little bit and make it so the ham is mixed in with the beef a little bit. Turn it down a bit because Well, I am cooking my taco mix. I don't usually add cheese to my taco mix because when I do, my boyfriend won't eat it because he doesn't like cheese. So I don't usually add cheese to when I cook this. So right now I'm making the taco meat that I normally make, but instead of putting it into tortillas, or yes, definitely. Um, Instead of putting it into tortillas like I normally do, I'm gonna put it on top of rice. So it's gonna be a little bit different than what I normally do because one, I don't have any tortillas, so I couldn't make tacos or burritos anyway, unfortunately. Swiss is okay. It's not one of my favorites, but I definitely do like it. My favorite type of cheese happens to be cheddar because it's a basic cheese and it's really good. Oh, Provocate's good too, depending on what you put it with. Because sometimes some cheeses don't go with certain things. So there's always that. The other part of the jet's going over. I live near an Air Force base, so they normally come over during this time period. So. Oh, and I'm also making the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits as well. So those are in the oven right now. They might come out a bit wonky, but they're in the oven right now. You mean these? If I'm honest, I don't think they have a gluten-free version here. Then again, what do I know? I never looked because I'm not usually eating gluten-free stuff. Cool. I don't usually eat gluten-free stuff because to me it doesn't taste all that good. But I understand why people do it. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna cut up the onions now. You really have to do the jets now. That's the best way to do these onions with this cooking recipe is cubes. Everything in cubes. some case spices, depending on what it is. And we mix this with. Ow. Why are you popping at me? I don't want you. Oh, I hate when places don't do that. Like, there are so many dishes that you have to think through, and then having to also like figure out how to make it a certain way is always a pain in the ass. And yes, I heard the timer go off. Choosing to ignore it for a few seconds. Well, I don't look too bad. Ah! I'm being popped at. Pop it back. Ow. Alright. Right. Like, they don't look too bad. Need to figure out. Yes. Will you not pop at me? Because that'd be great if you didn't. So, what happened to this one? Fine. Alright, well that's fine. Don't tell my boyfriend. Just gonna shove these back in here. There we go. Perfect. Don't pop at me. Ow! My knife. My thing keeps popping at me, so I have to put this thing on it. You gonna stop? Do I need to turn you down more? Is that what's going on here? There you go. Well, the thing behind me is popping my time. Or that thing. Better thing call it. These. Throw them away. Hope and pray this does not pop at me. I'm doing this. Great. So thank you. Ooh. It's gonna pop at me. You know what? I'm gonna move it off the. Just while I'm mixing it. And then we're gonna add in the peas and carrots. Dumping out some water. Where it is? There it is. What? Get up. Throwing corn at myself is never good. Alright, we are going to stir this up and then put it back on the heat for a little bit longer so that the corn, carrots, and peas can heat up. And then while that's heating up a bit, we are going to put the herb butter mix on our biscuits and see if they came out okay. All at the same time. We're also going to take the rice and put it in the microwave because it's one of the instant rices. Yeah, well, we like ourselves some corn. The fun part is the butter mix didn't solidify, so we're golden with it. Okay, I also like to turn you guys, so here we go. So the biscuits came out already, at least I think so. This one's kind of big, but you know, other than that, they turned out alright. If I'm honest, I wasn't expecting them to be, but you know, whatever. At least they came out okay. We're gonna see, this one needs a little lower. Over here. Before we brush the top of it with butter. are these. I don't use these because, for one, you can never get enough of whatever you're putting onto your other thing, so I never use them. What I use is a spoon because it makes it a whole lot easier. Plus, you can also put as much as you want on it. I use this same technique when I'm making garlic bread. I put the butter on with a spoon. Okay, we're going to take this small-ish one that is down here, and we're going to taste it because I don't know how these turned out, but we're going to figure it out. We take it a bit. We take it the fork, and we try it. Yeah. I'll be honest. It's not exactly like the ones at Red Lobster, but it's okay. Oh, so you're done popping at me now that you have more stuff in you? Okay, thank you. Alrighty. You're going to turn this on low, turn off the oven because I forgot to do that. Well, yes. However, the ones I created, they're okay, but they're not that level of okay. They're no, it's not the moistness. It's more the just the taste of it. Because the actual part that I put in the tin is kind of brown, and theirs aren't usually brown. Those are usually like this, white and flaky. Oh, I never added in the seasoning, which would have been a good idea now. But since I'm going at it now, I might as well. All right. So the seasoning I normally put in my lovely mix is garlic salt, which is a mix of garlic, salt, and I think a couple other things. Cornstarch, sugar, parsley, and extractives of carrot for color, apparently. Onion powder. That one kind of doesn't need an explanation. I usually put salt in it sometimes, but I don't think this one needs salt because it's pretty much already all that flavorful. And what's the other thing that I want to put in there? I don't think it's this. No, it's not that. Yeah. Definitely not Italian seasoning. No, I can't put that in there. Well, it seems like I don't think we have the one that I normally put in here. So, just this time we're going to put garlic salt and onion powder in here, and that's it. That's going to be the gist of the seasoning. And if I'm honest, I probably would put Italian seasoning in here if it was an actual Italian dish. But taco meat is not an Italian dish at all. Alright, we are going to take a bowl. And we're also going to take a bigger bowl because I need the rice in the rice in a bowl before I put the. I normally put the garlic salt in everything. The garlic salt and the onion powders are the ones I normally put in pretty much everything. Along with salt and pepper when necessary. But okay, just going to do this. Shove the rice in one bowl. What was I doing? That's slightly going insane. Oh yeah. We do not have a serving spoon. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay, I can use a wooden one. Stay. Thank you. And I know this doesn't usually go with taco meat, but I'm going to put in some soy sauce with the rice. Because this white rice sucks. It has barely any flavor to it. So I normally add soy sauce to it anyway. So I'll mix that up. Make it so it looks slightly brown, but not too much brown. That would be bad. And then we're going to spoon some of it into our actual bowl. You guys are also going to see the process of me taking a picture of it to put on Instagram. Because I normally do that. Put some on top. Alright. Too often boring, you mean? I appreciate that. And I believe that as well. Alright. Now, to clean off this thing, I need to move the biscuits. I'm going to turn my camera. Move these. Move these. Okay then. I can remove this. This back in the fridge. Put this back in the fridge. Put this back in the fridge. Wipe down the time. Take a couple of the biscuits. Place them on top. Like that. Now we take the photo for Instagram. I take two photos, one from above and one from the side, because sometimes I prefer one over the other. Okay. Now that I have taken my picture, I am going to move you guys into the other room. And from there, I think I'm just going to ask questions while I eat, if that's okay with you guys. I need a fork. So pardon me while I go plug this in the other room. Take you guys into the other room. Plug my computer back in so that it can be on the charger. And go grab my food. Alright. So do you guys have any questions? Well, I am still on here. I need my drink. I'm an idiot. I will be back. Here's my water. Alright, so any questions? Well, I'm just sitting here eating. Because if not, I'll probably just end the live stream here. Oh, it's been good. If I'm honest, kind of boring up until now, but it's been good. How about you? How has your guys' day been? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that's no good. I'm sure, especially after saying that. I am here for questions. Any question whatsoever. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, that was weird. You're fine. I was just asking because if not, I'm probably just going to end the stream here and leave it at that. All right, in that case, I will leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.